Hey, big cat, welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess lightworker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.
Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat. Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555, where your message or massage is. Come in! Come on! I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Let's dive in, darling dears, and unpack. Are you fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely? Oh, you have a 10. You've got the sun energy. So the 10th house, darling dears, let's talk about that. The 10th house is about your ambitions, darling dears. It's about your public status, your reputation. It's masculine energy. It also speaks about you possibly being an expert in your field, darling dears, but the sun, some kind of spotlight is going to be shone on you. Why? Because you've worked on self. It's about you taking the initiative with yourself, darling dears. We also have what? Libra energy, darling dears, the 7th house, the house of partnerships and contractual relationships, darling dears. Whether business, platonical, romance, whatever, darling dears, love it. The energy of the Libra speaks about a new partnership coming towards you, darling dears. Good God, we've got a 10, somebody who's going to be on your level. Good gosh, or maybe you are the one with the ambitions, been building your businesses, doing your studying, darling dears, working on you, all of this and that. Sun energy, somebody's going to be putting their eye on you, darling dears. Good golly and gosh, you have the energy of the 10. 10s are about completion, having ended a cycle. Maybe it's the cycle of the DNS, darling dears. I had to look over my right shoulder. Why? Because I'm the red light, green light champion of 79, darling dears. In the numerology I use is the Pythagorean chart, and it only goes from 1 to 9. So the 10 goes down to a 1, and it's about yourself, darling dears. This is about you, what? You're going to be underplaying your attributes, darling dears. You want to see what people or this person is bringing to your table. It looks like a person of interest is about to show up. Your date of birth could be the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, or the 28th, or that could be a significant date for you. Your luckiest numbers over the next few days will be 1, 2, and 5. The numbers to avoid will be 4 and 6. Your luckiest days will be Friday and Saturday, as well as the letters A, J, and S, darling dears. The energy of the 1, let's get into it. It's about your individuality. It's about you, what? Having carved out your independence. The 1 is ruled by the sun. We already had the sun out. The sun about self, darling dears. Your ego, your appearance, this new beginning that you're bringing into your life, darling dears. And it also speaks about the impression that you'll be making on someone in a new relationship that's coming towards you. Business, platonical, romance, we'll find out, darling dears. Just give me a hot minute. Some of you will be what? Stepping into a leadership role. The sun is sun and Uranus energy. Uranus is the sudden change. Uranus also rules online technology, darling dears. You are a rebel. You wasn't meant to fit in, darling dears. So if this is a romance, well, whatever type of partner that's showing up, they better be on the same wavelength. Otherwise, it'll be what? East Island and Stevie Wonder. You'll remember that you're an ambivert and you're not up for any what? Introvert, extrovert business, darling dears. Yeah. All of the above, darling dear. All of the above. The energy of the 10 is what? The Wheel of Fortune, darling dears. It speaks about fate, destiny, and good luck. It also speaks about change. Life is about change, and change starts from the person in the mirror. The Wheel of Fortune, the number 10, also again speaks about a new beginning. It also speaks about unexpected good luck. This could be in the form of winning the lottery. It could be an inheritance. It could be a new job, or the money may be coming into your situation via a business or relationship, darling dears. But it speaks about you having recycled your feelings and your emotions and realize what? No one is your king. Why? They can't pull you about like taffy, especially by your emotionals. This person may be from a distant land, a foreign person. It could also be from a different postcode or zip code to you, darling dear. That is a different land, or a distant lands for some. The energy of the 10 also embodies the sun energy. Why? Because it's a 10 and the 1, darling dears. The 1 in tarot is represented by the magician. So you've manifested this situation. The magician also speaks about you will be taking a short journey, some kind of a trip. Something that is going to be what? Spontaneous. Something that you're going to get to very quickly, darling dears. It also speaks about your powerful ability, your resourcefulness, darling dears, your intellect, your logic. Some of you are writing something. I heard a play. Are you writing a play? What is it, darling dears? Could be your journal, darling dears, looking back on how you was and how you are no more. You are no longer living in your ego, darling dears. You realize that what? Living in your ego brings you to what? Hockey sticks at dawn and on the rocks of life. This and that. Love it. I don't hate it. All right. Let's carry on with your Oracle Ancestral Message. Let's get the True Love Oracle deck. Base of your deck, darling, dear, Distorted Feminine. Distorted Feminine is somebody who's jelly bogelly. Could be feminine energy, could be male, because, you know, gender is fluid in tarot. But somebody who has a negative view of you, darling dears. This is a lot of hate, envy, and all of the above. This is someone who is not able to what? Get all their ducks in a row. Well, fortunately for you, that is not your issue at this moment in time. It speaks about gossip. It speaks about jealousy. It also speaks about a mother energy. Maybe you didn't get along with your mother, or they decided they weren't going to get along with you. They had a problem with you being a baby, darling dears. I know, bestie, I know. This could represent a sister, a cousin, an auntie, uncle, whatever, darling dears. But negative energy is being sent your way. It could also be this. Oh, somebody's telling lies. The Silver Waterfall speaks about what? Airbender, darling dears. Someone who likes to talk when a gosso. Some lies are being told, darling dears. Rehashing of certain things. Issues that brought a lot of emotions to the situation. Situations that you are no longer in, darling dear. You've come up from under the lies. Why? Because you've got the sun energy on you, darling dear, and you understood the assignment. Why? Because with the 10, darling dears, the 10th house, your reputation is everything. Law number 5 of the 48 laws of power. Guard it. You've guarded it with your everything. You've come out what? Fair-minded and balanced. But things have to go in your favor, darling dears. Somebody's also completing some kind of some issue, some kind of work, a legal work issue. Could be HR, or it could be just some kind of legal case, darling dears. You're about to come out on top. Yeah, they're gonna have to pay you your shiznai. This also speaks about your spiritual maturity, understanding that you are on the what? Yellow brick road, darling dears, and you've got to ease on down it. Come through the whiz, Posh Clap and Michael J. But on this particular card, there's a couple. Somebody's coming into your life, darling dear. You may have this feminine energy that might try to what? Pollute your reputation, darling dears, to try and avoid this union, this friendship. No, it's a soulmate situation. Listen, the cards are in upright. It's not old blowtorch that's coming for your hairline and will have you in the next madhouse, graveyard, or prison cell before you know what's going on, right? Like-minded soul is coming through to you, darling dears. So it definitely is a person of interest that's about to approach you, darling dears. Base of the deck resolving conflict. Somebody from the past may even try to pop up like Beetlejuice or Candyman, trying for one more round, Julie, with your hairline and your life. They want to give you a reverse friar tuck again, darling dears. Somebody who's not very happy, leave them in their cave, darling dears. You've done your best. If you've known that you've done everything to what? Help a situation, a romance, a relationship, a friendship, family situation, whatever it was, darling dears. Leave the cave people or persons amongst the cave people or persons. You're the one that has the what? The formation of a wing behind you, darling dears. Love it. I don't hate it. It says empathy, compassion, and understanding. You gave all of this as well as love. Listen, that's a whole bushel of things to people that weren't receptive to you, darling dears. Somebody's sitting in the seat of hurt feelings. Maybe you what? You curved them, darling dears. You told them, get thee behind me, Satan's most diligent worker. Yeah, you said no to a situation because they weren't compatible with your blood. No, you was a soldier for the light and someone was a soldier for the dark. They were skullduggerous with it. Well, guess what? They're going through law 10 of the 48 laws of power. They must be avoided at all costs. This person would like you to come back to them and take a L with them, darling. There's an L. Good God. Bestie, oi. Listen, Linda, listen. This is a big cat personal safety announcement. Yeah, hey. We don't go back to the past. No. Au contraire. I hate when you see little bits on the table when you're working. As I sip my mocha, because I ain't getting smoked. You have a person of interest approaching you, darling dears. Good God. Dare we get some rune stones? Well, we've got AJ and S. We're keeping it small today, darling dears. We're keeping it small. First, middle, and last name. It could be the beginning of the road they live on or the area, darling dears. Don't go digging. Big cat look for nothing. We allow the Lord to bring it to us. Why? Our picker's broken, blood. Look what happened to us last time we picked, blood. 11 on the counter. Fortunately for you, those dark days are gone. Why? You self-validate. Sun energy on the self. 10th house. Let go of certain situations. You need no one to validate you. You validate yourself. Fist bump. I love it. I don't hate it. All right. Are we going with this one? No, it said go to a white. Okay. I had to split the white deck because it was so big, darling dears. Yeah, look. You've taken those rose-colored glasses off and you've crushed them under your flip-flop of common sense, darling dears. A place and a flower that does not grow in everyone's garden, darling dears. Nope. A situation that was blocking your creativity. Your creativity can be blocked from making decisions, relying on other people's opinion before you can make a move, darling dears. It even blocked anything that could come from your creativities, like stability, abundance, new beginnings. This person was a blocking Betty. Not that into you, darling dears. This is why they did all of that. They came through for the benefits. Somebody was around you for the benefits. Possibly this cave person who's by themselves, who's not the same as you, blood. You are looking for that real love, the true connection, darling dears. Someone's about to get a message. What's this? That person from the past wants help. Hey, they better not come to you. You can't help those that can't help themselves. They're pocketers. Buddy, have you got that? They ain't got it. They ain't got no skrillers, darling dears. They've got no money to pay a psychiatrist, psychologist, or an exorcist, darling dears. None of the above, right? They're not that into you. They're into what's in your wallet, what they can take. And sometimes it's not just money. Sometimes they want to come and take your good seat of emperors and empresses. And what upset your pH balance, blood? Have you in what soul tie? Hell, Hades, darling dears, with their what? Revelations 2:20, that Jezebel spirit, the incubi and succubi of it all. Yeah, and they're broke. They ain't got no money, right? No certification from, like I said, the psychiatrist, psychologist, or exorcist. What's underneath that? Hell to the na. Hell to the ill na. Come through, Foxy Brown. Posh clap. Someone from the past is feeling like a whole cave person, darling dears. They feel lonely. You gave them everything that you could and it still wasn't enough. It wasn't. Oh well. This person is a liar. This person doesn't understand your level of spiritual maturity. Why? Your ancestors will F you up if you go back to them. Yes, they will. They will desert you. They'll go to the bar. Your ancestors will be getting drunk and footloose when they should be paying attention and be there to offer their help if you ask. Well, this is a soulmate situation that's coming in, darling dears. Dare I even say, a twin flame. Let's see, darling dears. Let's see. Right. Let's get the pink cards. Let's get some more intuitive energy. You've got past energy, darling dears. They're crying into their fist and they want you to come back so you can get it without the Vaseline, darling dears. You own your own home, car, career, business, right? And you're building generational wealth. Why would you want to get involved with a black pocketer's body? Have you got a dime? Do we have time for petty? Yes. Why? Because who's going to check me, boo? This is Jez. And this is Belle. Them have no pentacale. No pentacale, none. Not a bean. Hell to the ill, nah. No. This is not the season for you to what? Double back on yourself. Are you Lot's wife? What's the matter with you, bestie? Come on. I've been here so many years telling you the same thing over and over. Get great self-validation. Put the Most High at the head of your table. Right? Then you love yourself next, darling dears. Your progeny comes after that because you can't love anyone until you love thyself. And after that, it's the body in the bag. Tight and right, darling dears. Tight and right. Come on now. They're broke. They ain't got no money, darling dears. And they're a broken person who needs help. They're not into you. So that is a recipe for what? If you put you in a mud hut, the madhouse, the graveyard, or in the prison with prisoners, just like R. Kelly. Oh no. No, man, you got too much own going on, darling dear. Own, O-W-N. Your own shit, your own mind, your own values, darling dears, and your own panani or fatum, and you put it where you want to. Why? Because it's your own. Why would you want someone back that you've had already? You know what they're full of? Tricks, darling dears, tricks. And they're a trickster. And they've had time to what? Formulate more trickeroos, darling dears. Don't be amongst the tricked. Why would you want to do that? Listen, even the cards ain't playing. You ain't going back for all the tea in China. I believe you've learned your lessons, realized yourself in a situation, and you're being more what? You've ended a lot of cycles, a lot of relationships in your life, darling dears. You've done a what? A full house cleaning, darling dear. Remove those fakeazoid friends, the family members that hate your eyelashes, that wants to see you what? In a lesser position than them. And how can that be when they're already lower than the slime that a slug leaves behind, darling dear? I know, bestie. I know. You got your own shiznai. This one wanted to come out, right? Police see them as a person of interest. So remember I just told you about the person of interest. So we've got one that's been sought by the what? The police, darling dears, for some kind of criminal offense. Maybe it's criminal, maybe it's civil. I don't know. But it can't be anything to do with you, darling dears. Yeah, why? Because you listen to your intuition. Your intuition, right? You listen to the whispers from your angels, your ancestors, way showers, and spiritual guides. You pay attention, right? No one checking for you, blood. No one cares. Ooh, child. You are scathing. Queen of Swords, Chai Li. Pinkies up. You know what's going on, darling dears. You listen to your intuition and you listen to that guidance. At one point, you may have wanted to resolve the conflict between you and this past person, but why would you? If they've already rode roughshod all over you, darling dears, you was looking like what? Someone who'd been run over by a Mack truck that's been backed up, then their heart was ripped out of their chest, and they used a cheese grater on it, darling dears. And then this random stray maga dog, means a really skinny dog, came along and pissed on you, darling dears. No, that wasn't good times. It wasn't a good time for you, darling dears. And if I think about it too much, I might rock myself to sleep, darling dears. This person would like to rock you back to sleep at this stage of the game. No, blood. New man or woman, divinely guided. I can't make it up. So there's two persons of interest, darling dears. Two. That's deux. Duh. In French, darling dears. Sometimes we get a little French. So you've got two different people that's trying to get your attention. Let's keep this energy over here. But this is, oh, new man or woman, right? A single parent in a marriage. That's what he was, darling. There's in that situation with this false divine masculine or divine feminine. I know, bestie. It's a lot. You was a single parent, darling. This is why they want you to come back, because your back is broad, because you are highly intelligent, because you was able to what? Survive without them. Not only are you surviving, darling dears, you're thriving, blood, because you've got your own home. Whether you rent or you bought it, darling, this is yours. It's your key that you push in the lock, blood. You pay all of your bills. And when you're paying your own bills, ain't nobody can tell you nothing. Nobody can tell you nothing. They can't. They really can't. They cannot tell you nothing. It's you paying for these things for yourself. Your own chariot of righteousness, your own career, your own business. You're building generational wealth. Oh, child, I nearly woofed that out. And we're a big cat, but I can be what? Flexible and adaptable to situations and circumstances, but not to madness. Not to madness. So we need two decks, darling dears. Let's go with the past person first. All right? Let's get a deck that's clear, that we can understand what's going on in the pictures. Let's go with the past person first. All right. The ones that liked you in the rose-colored glasses, as they told you, lied up there, was lying like a rug, darling dears. Lying was their go-to move. You thought that stamp on their arm was for the G, was it? BCSG or whatever it's called. You know that flowery? Yeah. No, it's what? It's their cheating and lying stamp. That's what it is, a cheating and a lying stamp. You don't speak to that person. Did you see the way the cards got all choppy? Tell us about this past person. They know that they broke your heart, darling dears. They liked it when you was vulnerable and weak, right? This person is still talking about you. You are at the top of their mind. Listen, baby. Hey, you're living rent-free, darling dears. In this person's mind, hangman. They know that they've been let go of, darling dears. And this could also speak about maybe they've been to prison, or you've had some kind of formal charges against them, darling dears. Swords represent legal energy, darling dear. Yeah, you was vulnerable around this person because you didn't know who you was dealing with. Who was that? It was a son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown. Where's my shoes? No, these touching progenies, they come in and touch my things. Like I was saying. Listen. They was whelped by a knock, darling dears. The mother was not a mother, not mothering. And the father, this is somebody, because usually this is someone that's broke. Maybe they was brought up in a poor household, but this is somebody that was focused on work. No emotions in the situation. Listen. No emotion in that situation, None. Zilch. Zero. Zippo. Right? No true nurturing from this family person, darling dears. When you was with them, you was a bit reversed yourself, darling dear. Yeah. This person is what? Struggling and juggling, darling dears. Yes, baby. They want to come back. And they want to come in as a changed person. Somebody's trying to change their situation. Right? They're juggling and struggling with their mental health as well. What else? Tell us more about this black pocketess. That should be what? Alerted. That you should have what? A red alert. Not an amber. A red alert, blood. Red alert. If only people could come with clouds next to their heads, like on the comic books, and you can see what they're thinking and what their next move was. Yeah. This person ain't changed at all, darling dears. If you was married to this person, they are bitter about the divorce, darling dears. This is someone who is what? Watching you. Big time spying. King of Swords. Listen. They see that you've changed, that you've become more. Listen. They see that you've changed. You're not nurturing them anymore, darling dears. You're no longer breastfeeding this person. You did a lot for them. We saw it. We looked at it together with our eye chakras. You gave them love, empathy, compassion, and understanding. Listen. They had a whole bushel of your everything. Queen of Wands. This is somebody who likes the attention of others. Yeah, they like to be on their back, darling dears. That's where they did the most of their work. Well, the dig dealing is not being done with you. Or the what? Mattress backing. It's not being done around you at this moment in time. Skeet, skeet. This person is looking for somewhere to stay. They have to move from where they are. And they ain't got no money, blood. Look at them looking back over their shoulder at the partnership that you offer, darling. It is Three of Pentacles is working together. This is teamwork. This is unity. You was always being uplifting to this person's negative energy. You spoke life into them, darling dears. And it also speaks about you having some kind of promotion, some kind of upgrade in this person's presence. And they hated you for it, darling. They hated you. They hated you for it and took it out on you, darling dears. Yes! They took it out on you by what? Cheating. A cheating titara. Yeah. Bestie. Look at this soft dullite simpleton, right? This hood-looking alfalfa had you in a whole throuple because of their low self-esteem and because they knew that you was the one that came with the bag, darling dears. You was able to get down to business. So what's his arsehole want? Right? Yeah, what does his arsehole want? Because you see right through them, dark. You ain't up to resolving a conflict, blood. You're not in people-pleasing mode. You please the Most High and then yourself. You're on a spiritual path. Just because you're on a spiritual path doesn't mean you can't tell people about their blood clot, right? If they come and push you to it, darling dears, right? Yeah, you can, right? And you speak in plain English. Don't need to use profanity, right? You can tell people about themselves, but why would you want to waste your time? Your absence alone speaks volumes, darling dears. It does. Yeah, they would like to bring balance into the situation. This person is going to come through like they're patient, but it's all because they want help. Oh, they was in a stable situation, darling dear. It looks like someone was told to hit the road jack and beat the traffic. Somebody had to leave a stable situation. Someone that they chose over you. Maybe one of these thruples that they had you in, darling dear. They chose someone over you and they've had to get out, but it's part of their karma. The person that they was disloyal. Now they're focused on you, the Empress energy. Now they feel that they're attracted to you, darling dears. After life got them by the what? Proverbial short and curlies, darling. You're going to rip them out one at a time. This person is disappointed, disillusioned, looking like a whole dumbass. Yeah, a full-on dummy bat, darling dears. All of this and that, full of negativity, right? They're complaining and they're refocusing their eyesight on you, bestie. You better get the evil eye on them. Listen, they know that they're not welcome around you. They've seen you heal. They're gonna, if they've had addictive behavior, darling dears, it could be I don't know, to gaming, drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever. They're gonna tell you that they're reformed. Can you believe them? Can you believe that they are reformed? Not a blood clot. Nope. Not in this lifetime, blood. They're still the same. Yeah. A lying, cheating, low down, low down, dirty foot. That's what they are. Listen. They've got one pentacale. We just saw Black Pocketers. They're going to come through with one strong pentacale, darling dears, and think that's going to change your life. You who owns your own home, your own chariot of righteousness, career, business, building generational wealth, you want one pentacale, right? They're going to come through and try and be helpful, darling dears. Page of Pentacles, because they see you as a new opportunity. They want to turn their back on the toxicity that they created for themselves, and they want you to share in their karma. Listen, everything in your life will go down, Bobby Brown. Your health, your common sense, your spiritual maturity. Yeah. And you'll be living on a lie. Living on a lie. Listen, nearly had me sucking my 31 teeth, and you know how I feel about that, darling dears. One more card. I told you they want to make amends, darling dears. They're going to say they're sorry for what they did. They did not mean to what? Dagger. That's a Jamaican terminology for what's it? I'm trying to think of a nice word. For genitalia watusi with many people when they had you. Yeah, they're gonna say they didn't mean it, and that's a lie. That's a lie. They're coming with secrets. Their secrets are gonna have secrets, and they ain't even got a car. They're a foot soldier. Nothing wrong with being a foot soldier, but this person was in like Flynn when they was around you, darling dears. Walk where? They drove your vehicle, darling dears, and they rode in it proud to pick up their assignations. If you're co-parenting with this person, they're an absent parentee. This is someone who's bitter, twisted, trying to control you, darling dears. Yep, it wasn't a happy home. Listen, because of the thruplation of it all, darling dears. Always want to enjoy someone else's company, eh? And now they're feeling sorry in their cave. They better stay there, darling dears. See if they can learn to what? Make fire. This cave person. Right. This new person of interest that's coming towards you. Base of the deck, we've got the 10 of Wands. This person doesn't come with any burdens. Dare we look even further? Okay. All right. Let's answer a question. So this new person that's approaching the big cat. The first question we want to know. Is this person going to be coming in a sneaky kind of a way with duct tape and chloroform? That's the first question we got to ask. Will they be coming with duct tape and chloroform? Right? This is the 9 of Pentacles, right? 9 of Pentacles speaks about someone who's independent and got their own wealth, darling, is their own money, sowing the seeds. This is someone that likes to mind their own business. This is somebody who's into their spirituality. This is why the bird is so big. This is somebody who's on a mature spiritual path. No, they don't have no duct tape, right? This person's been through all sorts of what? Backtabation, darling dears, to the white meat, the gossip. This is also somebody who lost a business, but what came back with an empire, darling dears, rebuilt from the ground up, right? Spiritually guided. And this person is highly sexual, darling dears. There's going to be a lot of hot passion between the two of you. Listen, passion. Listen, you better investigate. We do the what? Boosie badass around here. I don't care who it is. We investigate everyone. Keyboard gangster and all that. Not going back to the what? DNS. I had to look over my shoulder. It's not sneaking up on me, right? We've got the devil energy, right? And the 3 of swords. Sorry, the 4 of swords. This person is leaving behind somebody who is currently obsessed with them, darling dears. They had to break away from what? A soul tie, possibly a Jezebel spirit. This is why they're showing up as single. This person is coming towards you in peace. Where's the tiny cards? They're leaving behind a situation where it wasn't clear, darling dears, where there was emotionally unhappy. Listen, not happy, blood. Why? Because they were being cheated on in their situation. Listen, this person knows what it feels like to what? Give somebody their ass and have to shit through their ribs, darling dears. They understood that, and they're not doing it again, right? Queen of Swords, even they're going to be on their P's and Q's, darling dears. They're going to be, you're interviewing them, you're interviewing them, interviewing them. Listen. What's this? Knight of Cups. This person is going to be extremely charming, darling dears. Learned. Love it. I don't hate it. The Knight of Cups is a messenger. It also speaks about seduction and date and possibly even love at first sight. Yeah, this person has been through a lot of heartbreak, darling dears. We've gone from the 4 to the 3 of Swords. This person is highly intelligent, darling dears. They can, and again, more Swords energy, Knight of Swords. This is someone that you can have what? Many intellectual and philosophical conversations, possibly conversations about spirituality. There's a lot of talk here, a lot of communication that this person's coming in with, right? World card, a situation that you're not going to want to be over, darling dears. Can they be trusted? 4 of Cups. Listen, clarify the 4 of Cups, please. Can this person be trusted? Now, let me go to tiny cards. All right, can they be trusted? You see it? We've got the Sword of Truth roof, Ace of Swords. That's a yes. Look at this. A divinely guided love situation, a true twin flame, darling dears. Not like Hancock, where everything was being destroyed. This is something that is being divinely sent for you, darling dears. Divinely sent. Tell me more. So they're leaving somebody behind who's obsessed with them, darling dears. Somebody who there was in a negative soul tie with, possibly for some time. The source can also speak about legal situations in a divorce, or maybe going for a legal situation. Something to do with property. Listen, I ain't getting property with nobody, right? Not even if I'm married to him. Listen, I want prenup, blood. If you come in with 5 pence, you leave there 5 pence, blood. And don't you dare think about me upgrading. You must be blood clot mud. Hey! Listen, no. This person, I'm feeling foreign person, distant lands. This person didn't grow up in the same environment or area as you, darling dears. This is somebody that's coming from money, Hierophant energy. This is somebody who has formal training, darling dears. They've had a lot of formal training. What's this? King of Cups. This is somebody who is emotionally mature, darling dears. And if you're going to marry someone or be in a long-term love situation with someone, let it be the King of Cups. Someone who is older, more mature. When it's a king, it's over the age of 35, darling dears. This is somebody who's been through their dramas and traumas. This is somebody who's got emotional maturity. They're on their spiritual path. They're highly intuitive, darling dears. Yes, they are. Yeah, they've got a lot of options. Listen, and many people are interested in this person. But it goes to 8 of Cups. They don't want the trauma or the drama. This person is being divinely guided to you, Hierophant energy. Tell me some more about this person. All of these people that are interested. Tell me, what about the people that are interested? Right, we've got the 10 of Wands. And he couldn't give a flying, or he or she doesn't give a good golly and gosh about who's interested. It's not who wants them, it's who they want. And they want you, bestie. They want you. Yeah. They want to lock you down, darling dears. But I still want to ask about this obsessed, jealous person from the past that they're leaving behind. Yeah, this person's got their independence. They've been single for some time. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy. From since Virgo season, I don't believe it was this year. And as I say it, we see what? The 10 of Pentacles. It was sometime, darling dear. Could have been last year. Could even be 10 years single from this person. But they still have a monkey on their back from the past, darling dears. Will they entertain this person? Nope. They don't want to fight, darling dears. Right? They don't want the fight. They don't want the conflict. They don't want the gossip. Right? What's this? They're looking for what? An 11-11 fade. True love's first kiss. They want somebody who is what? On their spiritual level, darling dears, as well as on their financial level. Someone that they see as trustworthy, as husband or wife material. Someone who is sharp and highly intellectual. This person from the past is going to what? Create a lot of gossip around this new man or woman that's coming into your life, darling dears. Listen, 6 of Cups. Yeah, because they know they can't get another opportunity with your person. I have to say it's your person. This person of interest is your person, darling dears. Yeah, lover's energy. Nah, they wouldn't touch them with a barge pole, let alone what a bodily part. They don't care about this person's vacant orifices, this person from the past, their past. Nope, 10 of Wands. They've already left that burden in the dust, in the rearview mirror. All right, let's get some final cards, then we're out of here. To get great. I'm going to use the Kipper deck. I was going to use the Romance Angel, but the Kipper deck fell onto my hand first. Two persons of interest, one from the devil. Keep your expectations, your integrity, your morals high, darling dears. Divine is opening a window for you, and it's on a 10. Because you've ended and completed a cycle. What did I say? You'll be courting. You'll be going on dates. This person is going to make you feel like a young girl, a young boy again, darling dears. Yeah, the past hasn't forgotten you. And the past is going to watch you go into a divinely guided union. Yeah, this is God's authoritative fund sending this spiritual message to you. Somebody's also going to be getting some form of messaging. Listen, from this past, the cave person, darling dears, with the stone heart that treated you like you was a trick, right? Like your name was Fido and you did tricks for them, darling. Nah, blood. This person is Brock Pocketers. They're wearing the root chakra around their throat, darling dears. They've got money issues. Even the dog wants to go to the RSPCA. Yeah, the dog don't want to come with them. Yeah, this is somebody who's going from job to job, darling dears, not having the money. I told you, they're not co-parenting with you, right? But you focused on your bag, not your pain. You turned your pain into champagne, and it's giving you spiritual what? Brownie points, darling dears. Yeah, they'd be concerned, but let them talk. Whoever they're talking to is as feeble-minded as you are, worried about what you got on going on when you're focusing on your work and all of this unexpected income coming towards you because you chose a new pathway. Transformation is the key, darling dears. Good luck with your new love story. Remember, eyes on everyone. Lucy Badass said, trust no one. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, my Patreons, or my TikToks. If you'd like a personal read, hit me up in the Gmail. All of my intel is in the description box below. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, 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 cat.
Hey, big cat, welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess lightworker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.